here we are. We're taking a break from the series that we have been into with the laws of network marketing,
Yes.
right? The laws of networking. So tonight we wanted to bring to you the Baker's Dozen. We've done this in the past for events, but it's been a while. This is the time for us to be able to have this refresher so that we can all have the best event that we possibly can. So this is going to be a Baker's Dozen of tips for attending global convention to make sure that you get the very most out of it. Do you want to go with the odds? I'll let you go with the odds.
All right, I'm starting off. So tip number one, have a couple pens and a new notebook. I would even say more than a couple pens, because you don't want to break one, lose one, lend one to somebody, and then just to have yours run out of ink. You do not, let me repeat, you do not want to trust your fortune to your memory, because you want to be able to take notes. And it's what we typically find is take notes on everything that inspires you, because when you get home and you go back through your notes, you're going to realize how much of it you would have forgotten had you not written it down. So bring one, maybe even two notebooks, and bring a bunch of pens, because you want to make sure you take notes on everything. You're going to hear a ton of amazing stuff, from business ideas, business tips, stories for people that are presenting. As Tyler said last week on a Zoom, decisions are made at events, because this is something I've seen in the 14-year history of my experience here with LifeVantage, is I've seen a ton of people come to events, especially global convention, that were ready to quit. They were frustrated. They didn't want to go anymore. They didn't want to continue pushing along and getting no's. But after attending convention, they were all in and sold out. I've seen that happen hundreds of times, where people were just, something happened at convention. Somebody said something that hit them just perfectly. Someone was up there being vulnerable, and the person thought, well, if that person can do it, I certainly can do it, because that's really what happens. Decisions are made at events. I've never once seen somebody go to an event and decide to quit after going to the event. However, I've seen many people that were on the brink of going, just forgetting about it, canceling their distributorships, and they leave and they become fired up. So get to global convention, be able to take notes. You do not want to have anything stand in your way of getting the most out of this experience.
Yeah. So take notes as if you're going to be teaching someone else. It's a whole different level of note taking. And another thing that I would say is take notes of how this event or each speaker makes you feel, because it's the feelings that you get that's going to really tie in the information that you get and really encourage you to put it into play once convention is over. Okay. So take notes of how you felt. You know, if one of the presenters just says something and it just grabs your heart, or if you hear someone or see someone up there that you're like, wow, if they can do this, I can do it. Make note of that, because you'll want to follow their journey a little bit and see exactly how they got there, because you can absolutely do anything that anybody on that stage has done. So tip number two, you want to make sure that you stay engaged by staying in the room. If you're out of the room, you're missing something, right? And that something could be the thing that you need right now in your life or in your business to be able to get you to the next level. So the people that you see standing around outside in the hallway are missing all of the goodness, all the good stuff. We go to global for what's in the room, not what's out of it. The stuff that's happening outside of the room during the general sessions is stuff that can be happening at lunch or afterwards, right? We want to make sure that you are where you should be to get everything that you need, because this is global convention, guys. You don't want to miss a single thing. This is the time for you to put your business in overdrive. And don't leave when people are being recognized either. Make sure that you're cheering them on and feeling the energy of someone new walking the stage, which we're going to have a lot on Team Freedom Reigns. We're going to have so many, like Dr. Ron Nathanson just hit MC2. Congratulations, Dr. Ron. And Gene Seidman that just hit MC1 for the first time. And so we're going to have so many people that are walking the stage. We want to make sure that we're supporting them and we're celebrating them, because guess what? What you do for someone else, they will then do for you when you get yourself up on stage. You absolutely do not want to miss a single thing of this event.
Absolutely. And you want to connect with as many people as possible. So here's something that I wish happen a lot more often. When people go to these events, they're immediately looking for their team members. They're looking for their friends, and they hang around with their team, or they hang around with their friends that are part of their team, and they don't really deviate. Let me encourage you to not do that. Yes, hang out with your team. Yes, find your friends and hang out with them, but make new friends, because these events is where you see people literally from all over the planet that are part of LifeVantage, and people that you've seen on videos, people that you've heard about, people you've seen on recognition calls, people you've seen on Zooms. Go up and introduce yourself, take a selfie with them, exchange information. You're going to hear people up on stage that are going to say something that just resonates so strongly with you. Go seek them out, get their contact information, because it's one of the things that is the greatest opportunity to network with other people that are part of the LifeVantage family, so that you can use them as people that you can have somebody, when you've got a prospect, they can do three-way calls for you. They can do Zooms for you. You can do those for each other. You can offer support to each other. You can bounce ideas and tips off of each other. It's the greatest place to do this is at events. So yes, hang out with your team. Yes, go find your friends and hang out with them, but make lots and lots and lots of new friends, because they will be your friends forever.
Yeah. Some of our very best friends in the world. I mean, they're like our brothers and sisters, our cross-line LifeVantage consultants. We've traveled the world together. We've had our hearts broken together. And we just, I mean, if we had not done this in the beginning of our businesses, then we wouldn't have the relationships that we have.
Right.
So this is one of the most valuable things that you can possibly have come out of this event, is the new friends, the new relationships that you will create.
This is something weird too, especially the people that you meet in the bathroom multiple times. It's the strangest thing. It was like, oh, there you are. You only see each other in the bathroom. That's a sign. You're in, yeah. Which sink are you talking about? You're in sync at the sink.
So funny.
Anyway.
All right. Tip number 4 is fuel up and stay hydrated. You know, this is in all caps because it is super, super important. If you get hungry or thirsty, then you're wanting to leave the room, right? Or your brain is just not as fueled as it needs to be hyper focused. We need hyper focus at these events. It's really important that you have yourself hydrated and fueled up to be able to have the best event you possibly can.
Seriously.
So what is the solution to this? Well, the solution is, if possible, bring a cooler bag with you that you can take water in, snacks in, and lots of Axio. It's like I take one of our backpacks, the LifeVantage backpacks, or the shoulder bags that we've gotten at one of the previous events. Then we carry our notebooks in there. We take like 4 or 5, maybe even more than that, bottles of water, lots of Axio, and then we take trail mix and granola bars and protein bars and some fruit, that kinds of stuff that's easy to carry, that doesn't have to be cold, and that it will be able to be your fuel when you are starting to feel your self start go, oh, right? You need that refueling and that hydration. You will be so glad that you have it with you. And you know, if you've got it in your regular bag that you're carrying, nobody's going to even know. So just take it with you, be prepared so that you can have the best event.
You know, my favorite is the walnuts, the almonds, and the gigantic golden raisins from Sprouts or Whole Foods.
So good, so good.
Yes, good stuff.
Okay.
Tip number 5, bring an extra charger for your phone. If you don't have one, buy one, because the last thing you want to be doing is seeing you getting then down into the red on your battery, having to scramble out of the room to go find a power outlet in the back of the room or out in the hallway. You will not believe how many people, the reason they're out in the hallway is because they had to go find a power adapter to plug in their phone charger. Do not let that be you. Bring an extra charger with you, or bring a battery pack with you, so that you don't miss a single thing. And you're going to be burning through battery power even more, because you're going to be taking pictures. Take a picture of every single slide that empowers you or that inspires you. Take a picture of every single person whose story resonated with you. Take selfies all over the place with the people that inspired you, with corporate people. Go find Mr. Steve Fife, our CEO, and take a selfie with him, and do this. Tell him what your goals are. Because this guy's got a memory like an elephant have the crazy memories,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes.
This guy's got a memory like crazy. He will remember you and what you told him your goals were. So don't waste that opportunity. Bring a battery charger and bring a battery pack for your phone.
And then tip number 6, this is one of my favorites, by the way, because early on, it was like the thing that it's like, okay, I got to have the cutest shoes, right? But then my toes and my feet, I know you always have the best shoes, but then my feet were killing me. And then I'm sitting there trying to massage my feet during the session.
Who? Who's
Yeah,
massaging your
you're
feet?
massaging my feet
Thank you.
during the session. Or it's just my feet are hurting so bad that I'm not able to focus on what's going on stage, right? So make sure that you wear comfortable walking shoes. I did find a solution, by the way. So first of all, I've realized it really isn't a fashion show. It kind of is. We always want to look good, right? But if your feet start hurting, then it kind of, it's not a good balance, right?
No.
It's not a good balance. And you're going to be walking a lot.
A lot.
So make sure that you have good walking shoes. But what my solution is I actually bring some comfortable slip-on shoes to wear during sessions. So I'm not still in those heels or in the boots or whatever that might be squishing my toes, that when I'm out and everybody sees me, they see the cute shoes, right? But then in session, when I'm sitting down, I either have a pair of flip-flops on or a pair of just slip-ons that are very comfortable to be able to wear during the event. So that's my trick. You can steal it. You can use it. It's all good. Please
Yeah.
do, because we want you to
Make
be
it your own.
comfortable. Oh, okay. I have to do this one too. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Tip number 7. All right, guys, you have to understand the LifeVantage store is an amazing place to go and to be. First of all, you're going to see like so many executive and presidential consultants in there. Plus, you're going to see all of the corporate staff. So many people that you should go up to and say thank you to. Get pictures with them as well, because they do so much for those of us in the field. But you need to know that there's a lot of great promotions and items for sale at the LifeVantage store. We're going to have a full store at convention, okay? Full. So that means all of the products are going to be there. Plus, there's going to be all kinds of swag, all kinds of the water bottles and shirts and pants and hats and bags and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of bags, isn't this backpack cool? Right? And you can get it for free. All you have to do is spend $225 on product and you'll get this backpack for free. So make sure that when you go into the store, you're not just buying one thing here and one thing there and going back and going back. Know what you want, get it all at once so that you can have that $225 in product and get this bag for free. Now, some of the promotions is buy 3 of the new products and get 1 free, which is really awesome. And then buy both Axio Green Apple and Axio Orchard Pear Decaf, the LTO flavors, the tubs, buy 1 of each of them, and you can buy a watermelon mint for $1 as long as they last. Okay, so that's a huge deal there. So tip number 7 is many of the stuff that's going to be at these events, you can only get there. And so pack light. Make sure you have room in your bags so that you can have room in your suitcase to be able to take all the amazing swag and stuff from the store back home with you.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead.
Pro tip here. So in this new LTO flavor of green grape, it is exactly
green apple.
What did I say? Green grape? Yes. Green apple. Thank you for correcting me. It is the exact same formula as the candied apple Axio, if you remember from a couple years ago.
That everybody loved and is thankful for.
Delish.
Yeah.
So here's the pro tip. It is super good hot with a little bit of cinnamon in it.
Or a cinnamon stick.
Yeah. Stir it with a cinnamon stick.
Yeah.
Even
and
better.
Perfect fall
Good
flavor.
Yes.
Right?
But it is the same exact formula as the candied apple from before, but it's called green apple now. So get some.
Yeah. And we're not
You
sure
will not
about the
regret it.
pear. We're not sure about the orchard pear. I don't
They
think
said it's better even than green apple flavor.
Well, I'm excited about it. We've just had pear in the past. And so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the banana flavor that the pear was before.
The aftertaste. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So make sure you've got extra space, but make sure you get into the store early because they will sell out of some of these things.
Yes.
Or like the Axio promo. It's only while the watermelon mint is still available. So make sure that you get in there and you get yours early. And by the way, guys, buying the new product in the store, you're going to want to do that because it's not going to be available until November 2nd, I don't think, on the actual website. So get it.
Get it.
Get it. Tip 8.
Now this, you said I was going to be
Isn't she
Roz,
cute?
and then you took
No.
over my
Do
number
you want me
7. Do you want to do it?
this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can do
want
it.
to stay on the
Isn't
honor.
she cute,
She
guys?
is.
Oh my gosh, we have so many cute LifeVantage babies. And you know what? We have really healthy LifeVantage babies too, because their mamas and their daddies are activated, right? And so how can they not be? But a lot of these babies or young children come to these conventions and our academies, and they are more than welcome because we are a family business. But you have to know, if you're bringing children, that it can be very, very loud, very, very loud for your babies, for your kiddies. So make sure that you do what you need to do. You can get some inexpensive foam earplugs for your children if they'll let you put them in their ears, or, you know, pick them up some of the earphones like are on here, or anything that you can get to help protect their ears, because like Dondi said, they have very delicate eardrums, and we will make sure that they are not having a horrible time, because if they're having a horrible time, guess what? You're having a horrible time, right? Because they're going to be screaming. And like we said, the music and the excitement can get really loud sometimes.
It can be.
DJ Rankin. All right.
Tip number 9, take lots and lots and lots of pictures, because this is your memories. And you will, the key is you don't want to see something and not have your phone available to take pictures. This is again why you need that battery, that extra battery charger and battery pack with you. So look at the leaders, corporate people, people that you admire, team members, people that are rank advancing, especially when they're walking across stage, because taking pictures of them and then text them or send them to them, because when they're up there receiving their awards, or they're walking across stage, they can't take selfies of themselves. Get pictures, especially of your team members that are making big strides, making rank advancements, and take pictures of every possible memory you can capture while you're there.
Not to mention we need them for social media,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you got to have all those pictures for the excitement around your home-based business, and for the curiosity, and for all of the different things that you're doing at this event that so many people wish that they could do too, right? So have those photos, take them, and then just make sure that you're looking for those leaders. Thank them for the work that they're doing, because here at LifeVantage, we all work together to support everyone in the field, right? So even if they're not part of your team, thank them, ask them questions. They're here to serve you. They want to be part of this event with you. And I love the bottom part there. Let them know if you have any suggestions. If you've got big ideas for what could really help LifeVantage, or what you think would be really great for our company, let someone know. I mean, especially somebody at corporate, but let an executive leader know too, because we have, you know, the ears of people at corporate at a different level sometimes. And we would love to be able to help you get your ideas across to the company.
Yeah. And before you go to the next slide. So this is, and thank you for, you kind of prompted a thought. At these events, especially Global Convention, it's the single event that we have every 18 months that is by far the biggest. Remember how you feel at this event. Capture pictures that do their best to describe how you feel, and bring your prospect list with you. This is something we should probably add as tip number 14. Bring your prospect list with you, and make calls, make texts, reach out to them, send a DM like, oh my gosh, you would not believe what happened today. This new product was released. This person did this. Take pictures of people walking across stage that remind you of a prospect. Capture that feeling and share that feeling. Maybe even do like a 20 to 30 second video. Walk, you know, as you're in between breaks or something, send a video message to someone who's a prospect. Oh my gosh, I wish you were here. This is the most amazing feeling I've ever had, because people want what you have when you share it from a place like that. So use your phone, use your video, use your emotions to reach out to your prospects, people that maybe they've never seen anything, or maybe these are just people that have not made a decision yet. They're on the fence. Your emotions and capturing things that happen at Global Convention are a massive, massive, massive way to get people to get off the fence and make a decision.
Yeah, let's excite them. All right, tip number 10, dress in layers. Isn't this puppy cute though? Puppy's kind of, you know, he is in layers. He's got his little blanket there.
You never know the temperature inside.
Yeah, inside of these convention halls, it can be really cool inside. And it's good because it helps you stay alert and awake, right? But you can get cold, and we don't want anybody getting sick. We don't want anybody feeling like they have to leave the room because it's too cold. So bring a sweater, bring a jacket, bring a blanket if you want to, because we want to make sure that you are covered. And And I like the layers aspect of it because sometimes it can be warm too.
Yeah.
So come prepared to where you can maybe, strip off a jacket. And by the way, it looks like it might be raining. So bring an umbrella. Okay. Bring an umbrella. That's a pro tip. I just saw that in the weather, by the way. I forgot to tell you, bring one of those, the umbrellas that will slide into a small packing for your suitcase. Okay. And then you'll want to make sure that you're comfortable in the main event, because again, you want to be able to maintain your focus throughout the whole thing.
Yes, yes. And tip number 11, remember when you're getting contact information, take a picture. A selfie would be great, but take a picture of them. Sometimes, and I remember the picture that I took of Blue, it's been in my phone forever. He didn't even know I took it. I was sitting behind him. It was probably our second or third, either convention or Elite Academy, I think we would call them back then. And I took a side profile of Blue. And so when he calls, that's his profile picture. So take advantage of the pictures that you're taking, store their information, get them. And as Marcy says here, it doesn't take long to connect on Facebook. People that inspire you, people that you want to use as a resource, or they can use you as a resource, capture their picture, get them in your phone, get them and connect on all social media platforms, whichever ones you're using.
No, but I do have a pro tip for you on connecting on Facebook with the leaders you see on stage. A lot of the leaders do not accept other people that are consultants with LifeVantage as friends if you send them a friend request, but you can follow them. So I would say follow the people that are on stage so you can see what they're doing. You can learn how they're promoting their business online if that's what you want to do. But don't, because if you send a friend request and it doesn't get accepted, we don't want you to feel bad, but we want you to understand that there is a strategy behind this, because when they're using social media for their business, they want to make sure that they're getting out to people that are prospects, not necessarily everyone that is already part of LifeVantage.
Yeah.
So just so you know that, you can follow them without having to connect as a friend.
Yeah, because there is only 5,000 friends on Facebook.
Only, you say that only.
Well, I mean, that's
true,
why a lot of
but
the
it's true.
influencers don't accept, because they've got 5,000 and they want to make sure that they're all
But they can
prospects.
have as many followers as they
Oh,
have.
yeah.
So tip
Yep.
12. Oh, this is mine. Sorry. Tip 12, don't hide in your room. This is really important. After the event, during lunch, all of that kind of stuff, don't just go right back to your room. I know that you're probably going to be tired. You're going to be exhausted at the end of this event, but it's going to be a good exhaustion.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't want to go back
Sleep
to
on
your
the
room.
plane.
You want to roam the halls of the hotels and of the convention center. And even I would say on the Riverwalk, and where you see people that have congregated and there's someone up there talking, more than likely it's going to be an executive or a presidential consultant. And they don't mind if you step in and listen to what they're sharing. This is some amazing free tips, pro tips that you can gather in the off time from the general sessions. You never know what leaders you're going to run into. I mean, gosh, you might run into, Tyler Daniels or Blue Elam or Mark Shinsato or Marcel Niederhauser. One of these really, how about Carrie Dickey? I mean, there's
Rachel Picard.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we could go on and on.
Or
and
those
on.
pose.
Those pose. We could go on and on and on with the amazing leadership that we have here at this company that is so giving with their hearts and with their information, with their success, right? And so make sure that you're out and about, because you want to be able to be in those groups and to be able to be gathering that amazing gold that they are sharing on how they built their businesses and what they're doing to be successful. So don't hide in your room, get out and socialize.
Here's mine. Woohoo! Tip number 13. That's why we call it the baker's dozen. Have fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong, because
Absolutely.
this is the most fun or the funnest event that we have every year, every 18 months at LifeVantage's global convention, because you're going to hear languages you don't recognize. You're going to see people that dress the way you don't see normally, because they're coming from other places in the world. It is a global event. There will be people probably from all countries we represent there in San Antonio. Be open, be friendly, have fun. It's positive energy. You would have to literally be dead and have rigor mortis set in, not to be moved by this event, because it is so powerful, so positive, so inspirational, so empowering. make sure that you are wearing a smile, make sure that you are sharing a smile, and make sure that you are influenced by this and being an influence on this, because you will only regret it when you don't have enough pictures, you didn't take notes, you didn't have fun, you stayed in your room. Those are the kind of things you're going to regret. Please don't do that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So this is the Baker's Dozen, our tips for having a great global convention. We are so excited to see every single one of you in San Antonio, Texas. We will be arriving early Thursday morning. We can't wait to start gathering hugs and photos with each and every one of you. We are here to help you. Let us know if there's anything that we can do, but God bless each and every one of you. Travel safe, and we cannot wait to get to San Antonio.